我覺得學到原來做一個職業球員係唔簡單嘅。例如佢哋每個朝頭早練波啦，練完波之後就去做，跟住一個 break 之後就去做練波啦。咁跟住然後同埋可以學到喺Waratahs可以學到一啲唔同嘅 skill 啦，等佢哋可以嘅球技進步嘅。我嘅夢想咧就係、我都係希望想成為一個職業球員啦，因為我好中意打波啦。咁同埋我嘅夢想就係希望可以參加到世界盃啦，同埋打奧運嘅。我係有一次比賽嘅時候受傷啦，咁跟住係俾3個人一齊 hit 咗落去，跟住我又瞓低咗，跟住後一 check 完之後就覺得醫生話 ACL 斷咗，咁跟住話要做手術，而家就做完5個月啦。咁跟住後嘅喺香港同埋澳洲度都有睇 physio 啦，同埋佢哋嘅都係用唔同嘅方法嚟幫我恢復 recover 啦。
有咩唔同嘅方法？
例如香港會幫我首先按摩啦，跟住然後再教我做啲 exercise 啦，跟住然後再叫我去平時做 gym 去做啦。咁跟住然後就喺Waratahs就係佢哋首先睇咗我啦，跟住又評估我嘅傷勢，跟住後再去為我設計一啲唔同嘅 exercise， 跟住等我去 recover 嘅。即係重新講一次，定係？
即係加多。
佢哋 edit 我希望可以我嘅傷勢希望快啲可以好翻啦，同埋希望可以盡快再入翻香港隊啊，同埋為我自己嘅球會啊同埋香港去比賽嘅。香港隊嘅隊員都可以喺Waratahs學到一啲原來做一個職業球員真係唔容易嘅，同埋佢哋學到一啲唔同嘅 skill 啦，咁等佢哋嘅球技進步，同埋俾佢哋知道做職業球員係由起身開始，跟住就去練波練到去4、5點鐘嘅，同埋都好繁忙下嘅，即係做一個真正嘅職業運動員嘅，係 OK。
首先好開心嚟到澳洲有呢個機會去跟 Waratahs 去練波1個星期，咁其實都係得到匯豐嘅贊助，我哋先嚟到呢個咁好嘅 environment 啦，去我哋3個香港人嚟到澳洲練波。跟住我哋練波係一個好大嘅挑戰，我會話，因為佢哋其實係打嘅波好快，即係所有 intensity 啊，所有嘢都好快，同埋佢哋嘅前鋒啊同埋後衞嗰啲咧，其實佢哋全部都好全面，唔係話forward 係可以撞 back 係跑，即係佢哋所有嘢都係用埋一齊，即係15個人係一隊咁樣打唔同角色都可以咯。對我嚟講學到好多嘢，就係更加進步咗我嘅傳波啦，同埋點樣 communicate， 即係同啲隊友點樣溝通，係更加對我有好大嘅幫助咯。我話首先好開心嚟到澳洲嚟同 Waratahs 練波1個星期，咁其實好多謝匯豐嘅贊助啦，得到你哋幫助，我哋嚟到同澳洲一個球會練波咧，對我哋嚟講會係一個好大嘅幫助，去 improve 我哋個skills 啊，所有嘢即係全面啲對我哋嘅欖球嘅發展。咁跟住我哋練波其實係都好大嘅挑戰嚟嘅，因為佢哋嘅無論進攻同防守都係好全面、好快啊。佢哋嘅 forwards 同 backs 都係好全面，係唔淨止 forwards 係可以撞backs 係跑，即係佢哋所有嘢都用埋一齊，即係咩都係15個人一齊做，即係打唔同嘅位都可以咯。我會話對我嚟講，琴日同我打嘅位置嘅隊球員啦 ，Waratahs 球員練咗啲傳波，即係 improve 我嘅傳波啦，同埋所有嘅溝通技巧啊，都會有大嘅進步咯。首先其實兩個都好重要，我會話嚟緊我 focus on 就係會係希望入選到下年嘅香港7人欖球賽啦，因為啱啱過咗屆我就因傷就打唔到啦，咁希望嚟緊真係可以有機會第一次踏入香港嘅球場去為香港比賽，其實都係我其中一個願望。咁嚟緊係奧運，即係嚟緊2016年就有返欖球啦奧運，咁其實係一個好大嘅，即係好似多一個 event 個 world event 俾我哋去參加，更加同好嘅球隊去競爭係一個好嘅幫助，對我哋嚟講發展啦。 係咯，咁你會話邊一樣重要？其實兩個都係好重要，只不過係分長遠同即係 short term 同 long term 嘅，係你邊樣會 focus 多啲咯？我會話。
I think it's always refreshing to have really enthusiastic players come in, and that's exactly what these guys are. I think they've come over here to learn as much as they can from our players and some of our coaches as well. So I think it's exciting when you see the development and the progression that they make just in a short period of time, and they obviously go away hopefully with that increased knowledge that they can pass on to their teammates and other people back home. I think massive. I think we've seen the way the Japanese competition's going and their national team that's been in the previous couple of World Cups, and I think the amount of time that the development that's going in coaching going into Hong Kong rugby and things like this, players coming out here and experiencing professional environments is only going to improve. And I think within the next 10 years, that whole area, as I said, Japan's already a pretty strong nation, and I think as I said, within the 10 years, hopefully we're seeing Hong Kong participate in World Cups as well. Yeah, they did really well. Look, we're working a lot still on our core skills, so a lot of catch pass, some of the defensive work and a lot of the games as well, and I think the boys fitted in quite well. I think they understood a few of our, our running lines and phase shapes that we were trying to introduce to them as well. So I think they, most important thing for them is just communication. I think they did a really good job. I think it's always refreshing to have really enthusiastic players come in, and that's exactly what these guys are. I think they've come over here to learn as much as they can from our players and some of our coaches as well. So I think it's exciting when you see the development and the progression that they make just in a short period of time, and they obviously go away hopefully with that increased knowledge that they can pass on to their teammates and other people back home. I think massive. I think we've seen the way the Japanese competition's going and their national team that's been in the previous couple of World Cups, and I think the amount of time that the development that's going in coaching going into Hong Kong rugby and things like this, players coming out here and experiencing professional environments is only going to improve. And I think within the next 10 years, that whole area, as I said, Japan's already a pretty strong nation, and I think as I said, within the 10 years, hopefully we're seeing Hong Kong participate in World Cups as well.
好開心啦！今次嘅訓練好刺激啦！因為匯豐贊助我哋嚟今次嘅訓練啦。今次嘅訓練裏面咧，學到所有並冇分呢個位置上嘅分別啦，係所有前鋒同後衞都要去跑動傳接咁樣咯。我覺得一定有咁嘅可能啦，因為每年嘅香港隊嘅7人欖球都個水平不斷咁提升啦，亦都有越嚟越多海外人參與啦。我認為首先好開心，今次匯豐贊助我哋嚟今次嘅訓練啦。咁我就認為而家香港個水平係不斷咁提升緊啦，但係佢哋更加需要嘅係一啲體能上嘅提升啦，因為對住一啲都係洋人啦，要激烈嘅碰撞啦，應該要提升多啲身體上嘅質素啊。
Well, we took them to the cafe, skilled them up on some of the Australian traditions within our GG espresso, particularly an egg and bacon roll. We did some Birkin muesli. We also did the most important part, which is the coffee making process. There's a real art and there's a real skill to it, and we took from pouring the shot to making the milk to pouring the coffee. So it was a fruitful day at our cafes. Well, they had a GG espresso experience early in the morning, helping out and seeing what we do on a day-to-day basis. It's probably one of our older shops and probably my favourite shop in 56 Pitt Street. And we took them through Birkin muesli, which was a healthy option, so we do that, we make that on premises. And then also the important part of our business, which is coffee, for the process of doing espresso, to making the milk, to pouring the coffee. So I think, anytime they're in Sydney and they're looking, one, to have a good coffee, but if they look for a bit of work, we can always take them on board because they were very, very good in terms of learning the skills. The chance to play overseas and train overseas is something which I was never actually able to have at a development stage. We had some very good development programs here in Australia, but you often went overseas when it came to competition. So to be out of competition, which they are, and to experience a different training environment, obviously a different culture, is just a fantastic experience, and they'll go away better players because of it. My theory on Asian rugby, I think it's on the way up, and I think the more that it gets exposure to playing some of the more, foundation teams in rugby, the better it will be. I think sevens has been a really important part of that. I think that's growing. In 2016 it's going to be the Olympics. They're going to be playing for gold medals and medals as such and competing in the Olympics, which is just an amazing experience. And I know that they've got the potential to really do well in that particular tournament, not just for 2016 but beyond. My view on Asian rugby is that it's on the up. I think I actually was fortunate enough to have 3 years playing over in Japan for a company called Suntory, and in those 3 years I saw the game improve a lot. There's some wonderful coaching, some world-class international coaches going over there, which passes on some great skills. I know Jonathan Kerwin looked after the Japanese national team, so that sort of, I guess, experience and expertise which gets passed on to the players is very good, and the attitude of the Asian players is very, very good. They want to become better, they're prepared to listen and learn, and when you get that environment right, then the only way you're going to go is up. And I think also the introduction of rugby in the Olympics, in the sevens format, is a really big, I guess, appetizer for everyone in the rugby community, particularly emerging countries throughout the Asian region. Yeah, well, Japan is number one in Asia at the moment. Probably my old coach and good friend Eddie Jones has taken care of them until the next World Cup. So they'll be prepared very, very well, physically, mentally. They'll understand how they want to play, which is very, very important. I think getting the right sort of environment and the right coaching is so important for players to become better, and that's what they'll have, the Japanese national team. How do they get better? I think exposure to playing better teams. So if they can get competition against some of the more stronger rugby player nations, that makes them improve. They're forced to become better players because they're in an environment which is something they're uncomfortable, and sometimes being uncomfortable is important in terms of progressing. My favourite spot in Sydney, outside of where we are at the moment, I'd have to say I've really enjoyed looking out onto the water, and there's some wonderful restaurants, there's some wonderful places to do that. My favourite beach would be Whale Beach, one of the northern beaches. They're just all fantastic, but that's probably my favourite. But in terms of food, I love my food, so I'll have to go with Sean's Panorama at Bondi Beach. It's always consistently fantastic, and you can't ask for much more than that. No, when I was growing up, it was all about, we had things called academies and institutes of sport. So I grew up in Canberra, so that's what we'd have. You get identified, be put in a really professional program, which wasn't actually giving you exposure to places outside of Australia, but it gave you some of the best coaches and great facilities on a world-class level, which was fantastic. I was very fortunate to have that. But from an HSBC sort of Hong Kong rugby players' perspective, you don't get much better than coming over here to HSBC Waratahs, having a week or a bit more with them in their environment, learning different techniques, different training facilities, different training techniques, and it just opens up your eyes and I guess your mindset to how this game can be played, and they'll go away becoming better players. And I think it's a great initiative, and it's something that I think will only become more and more prominent for developing players in this part of the world. I think they're naturals actually, very good students. They listen very well. The coffee making process, it's a tricky one, and I think what I liked about them was the fact that they could see the process of making the milk, and with a good machine like we had there, the big thing is the milk, and if they can perfect the milk, that's always good to practice. You can pour good coffee. So I think anytime you're in Sydney, guys, you come back here. We'll find you a job, man. We'll find you a job. Life after rugby, always a spot here at 56 Pit.
最深刻嘅係關於欖球嘅方面啦，可以睇到唔同嘅喺 Waratahs 唔同嘅 physio 啦，佢哋都好專業啦，同埋喺 Waratahs 佢哋有啲唔同嘅專業設施啦，可以俾我哋練得更大隻啦。咁喺關於出街方面咧，見到呢啲Sydney Opera 啊，同埋個 beach 啊都好靚啦，咁都好壯觀啦。等我嚟到即係親身感驗到我真係嚟咗澳洲咯，係 OK。
頭先就同咗 George Green 見面，咁就喺佢間 cafe 度學整少少嘅麥皮啊早餐，同埋學整咖啡嘅。咁佢係一個好好嘅人啦，第一次見面佢都教我哋好多嘢，即係除咗喺欖球方面啦，佢教我哋點樣去整啲食物啊，同埋點樣 serve 啲客人咧，都係一個即係好好嘅學習經驗咯。佢係咯。其實好開心同佢見面，因為佢同我打係同一個 position 啦。咁佢又冇乜點教我喺譬如技巧方面嘅嘢啊，因為頭先可能時間方面，佢就教咗我，因為我啱啱就整親咗少少嘅 有少傷患，咁佢就教我點樣去rehab 啊，點樣去學點樣去防止下次去即係受傷嗰陣時點樣去防止咗佢嘅發生啊，同埋佢話最緊要其實欖球方面係有即係最好就係呢啲溝通方面係最要清楚啲啊，所以就所有嘢都會更加好咯喺個欖球上邊。
好中意悉尼啦，因為悉尼嘅天氣好好啦，而且地方好大啦，咁亦都所有嘅人都好好啦，包括喺訓練裏面或者平時嘅人都好好，係。
咁喺悉尼，如果你想做一樣嘢咧，最想做一樣嘢係乜嘢？
已經做咗啦，就係嚟呢個悉尼歌劇院啦，同埋呢個悉尼大橋啦，去參觀一下啦，同埋我亦都想買一啲supplement啦，亦都好平啦，比香港嚟講係OK。